What's up guys, Mr. Basie here, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a commentary discussing some of the new games that are going to be featured on this channel very soon. Now, basically this is going to be a voting, thing where you guys vote the games that you want on here first. I'm already going to tell you there's a few games that I've gotten from Steam and, various other places that, basically I'm interested in. I want to see if you guys want to see them on the channel. They seem like good games to play, really interesting games, fun games, and I really want to branch out a little bit more and get some more stuff on here. I mean, I already do quite a bit of stuff, but I mean, hey, I don't know, the way that I am, I don't really care how many games I'm running at the same time. I just really enjoy playing a bunch of games. That's how I am. I'm a very diverse gamer from, of course, as you know, from FPS games to just story mode games and playthroughs and all that stuff. And even some fun little indie games like, of course, Addicting Adventures, which of course, a lot of you know of if you've been around here for a while. If you haven't, head to the playlist section. I'll leave that in the description, the playlist for that in the description. I'll even leave it right here as an annotation on the video. I mean, seriously, I think it's a good series. It's really fun. It's always a good time. A lot of my best moments have come from that series as well. So anyway, we're going to run through a list of this. I'm going to try to use the YouTube poll system. I've never used it before, so I will also leave a straw poll link in the description for you guys to vote on these games. If the YouTube thing don't work out too well, feel free to vote on both. I will tally up both the YouTube poll and the straw poll thing. So if you want to vote twice, you technically can. I would kind of suggest doing so in case the YouTube thing doesn't work out too well. I don't know how it works. I've never used it, so we'll give it a shot, of course, but I don't really know if it's going to work out too well. But either way, here are the games. Basically, I'm going to list out the ones that I'm thinking of. Of course, you can drop ones that you're thinking of that you want to see if they're not featured here in the comments down below. But here we go. So The Wolf Among Us is the first one that I was looking at. I know it's a little bit older of a game. A lot of people already know what happens, but I have never seen even a little bit of it. I just know the premise of the game. I do a really good job at not spoiling myself with any of these games because I know I knew that I was going to, or any games in general, because I knew I'd want to play them on my channel and all that stuff, or at least have the potential of playing them on my channel. So I've never seen it. I know a lot of people have before, but the fact of the matter that I haven't seen it, I think would make for a pretty interesting playthrough, and I've heard it's pretty good too. Undertale, that's one that you guys can vote on, but it's going to be featured anyway, so I wouldn't bother voting on it. I'm just letting you know it's popping up. You've heard me say it a bunch of times. Many people have been asking for Undertale, so we're going to be playing Undertale relatively soon, okay? We're going to be picking that up very, very soon. The Stanley Parable, which is something that's been requested to me in streams, on videos, and things like that. It's supposed to be like a kooky game, I think, based on the premise of it. Again, I don't really look into it too much. I just go based on what you guys want to see. That way I kind of go in completely fresh. Same thing with Undertale. Haven't researched at all. The only thing I know about Undertale is the little, I guess, the little thumbnail for the game. So obviously that's not too much. But anyway, the Stanley Parable, a lot of people want to see that, so that's on the list. Pony Island is something I recently came across. That's another game, Pony Island. And it looks interesting. It's really weird. It's kooky. It's hard to describe, really it is, but it looks really interesting. Looks like it would make a pretty good series. It looks pretty fun too. It's supposed to be like kind of a scary game in a way. I don't really know. It looks really, really weird. But anyway, I'll leave all these Steam links in the description down below if you want to check any of these games out if you don't know what they are, such as Pony Island, okay? Because that's something I hadn't even heard of until very recently. It's also a very new game as well. Moving on from that, Mount Your Friends, which is a classic, of course. I don't know. I'm hoping I can get some people to play that with me. Of course, you need people to play with you. Whether that's my brother or maybe even like Mr. Meerkat, another big, he's another YouTuber out there that I've been friends with, or maybe Brothgar, or some people like that out there. I got a couple copies of it, so I figured Mount Your Friends would be a pretty cool little thing we could do from time to time. Crypt of the NecroDancer is another one. It is a rhythm game that you have to go through. It's pretty darn cool, I think. It looks really cool. And we'll have to check it out. I mean, it's a little bit old. It's not too old. It came out recently. And I saw it when it first came out, and it looks pretty awesome. So I was thinking, you know what, maybe I'll pick that one up too, and that's on the list for you guys as well. Another game that's fairly old is Outlast. Never played it, never seen it, but it's been in my Steam library forever. I've been waiting to play it, really. I just never really had the motivation to do so, or even, I guess, the right time or the right place to do it. I was going to do this kind of around Halloween, but you'll have to let me know what you guys think of Outlast. Again, a little bit of an older game, but again, I've never seen it before, so completely fresh on that. So those are the games that are on this list, okay? There are a few honorable mentions that I have in my Steam libraries, like Murdered Soul Suspect, which is like a mystery game that looks pretty cool to me. Story About My Uncle, which I believe is something made, I'm not too sure what it is really, but it looks cool. And To the Moon, which is supposed to be something I think made by RPG Maker. It looks kind of like that. It looks like it's kind of made, or it looks like it's kind of done that way. You know what I mean? but it looks really cool. It looks like, I think it's like a drama game or something, but it's supposed to be very good. It had very, very high ratings. And again, I'll leave all the links, the Steam links to these games in the description down below for you guys, so you can check them out if you're not sure about them. Again, feel free to use the YouTube poll system or the straw poll link, or both. I encourage you to use both. That way I can get a very accurate reading as to what we're going to be doing. And the way it's going to work is we're going to be playing the ones that get the most votes first. Undertale, doesn't really matter if you vote on it. I'll leave it there anyway, but obviously I'm going to be playing that first regardless. And whether or not, you know, whatever comes in, I guess, second, or whatever is voted up as well. Sorry about the phone. But whatever is voted up as well, to the highest degree, like let's just say The Wolf Among Us is voted up to the highest, like it's first place. Then we'll be playing that first, and you know, let's say Stanley Parable second. Then we'll be playing that at a later time. But they will be featured on this channel in the order that they're voted on. Basically, whichever one gets the most votes in that order. So that's how we're going to work this, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I just wanted your feedback on this. Okay, of course, if you have any suggestions for games, feel free to drop those in the comment section down below. Like I said, anything that wasn't listed here and all that stuff, I will consider that. I always consider game suggestions that you guys tell me. I always look into the games. It just doesn't always mean that I'll play them, but of course, feel free to drop them down there. I'd love to know what you guys want to see on this channel. Alright guys, and with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely make sure you rate the video what you think it deserved. If you did enjoy, please consider sharing the video as well. That kind of stuff really helps me out a lot, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, any social media really, or even word of mouth with your friends is really awesome too. That directly helps me as well as the community, and of course is greatly appreciated. So with that being said, if you want to become a Sage in Training, make sure you subscribe today, and as always, this has been Mr. Basie, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you in the next video.